Svelbar, I believe, making his Generals debut. I do recognize the name from previous years here in the Northern League. And he will see that fastball in the outside corner for strike one. And that one will be a ball low. Here on the Oilmen broadcast, we like to find a nickname for about as many players as we can out there on the lineup. And due to some top-notch investigating by our social media team, Noah Crines, we have learned, was on Top Chef Jr. and finished second place in the season that he participated in. So his name is going to be Top Chef going through the rest of this season. And that's going to be a grounder in the gap, and that'll put 2 on now, only with 1 out.
Now batting for Generals, number 24, Owen Bendis.
It'll be Owen Bendis now, number 24 for the Griffith Generals. Currently 3 for 10, so a 300 average so far on this season. 2 singles and a double. And he has 1 RBI, which is tied for third on the team. And that's going to be a swing and a miss for strike one. Griffith Generals currently 0-3 on the season, but they have yet to face this Oilmen team. So this is the first time you are seeing this matchup in the 2025 season, as that one is well outside for ball one. The 1-1. Inside in the dirt, ball 2. And here comes the 2-1. Crines kicks, delivers. It's in the dirt, ball 3. Noah Crines leads the league in strikeouts with 11. He is tied for first with Noah Bagby from the Hammond Vikings. And there are no other Oilmen in that top 5. And this will be fouled back to the backstop as runners win. It'll fill up the count, and both runners have to make the trot of shame back to their base. And Bendis sets back up again, all the way in the back of that box. And here's the payoff. Outside, and that'll load up the bases on a walk. Only 1 out. A double play would be the only thing here to get the Oilmen out of this trouble. And there will be a quick conversation here between Termero and Crines. Not sure if it's strategic or if it's merely just talking about what they had for breakfast this morning. You know, could be anything. So now we get Will Fremian, number 39, decked out in red with the red shoes, helmet, sliding mitt, and batting gloves. Surprised the bat isn't red. Crines kicks and delivers. It's a strike on the inside corner. And that's going to be a grounder right back up the middle. It's off the glove of Crines. Hockman has to scoop it up. The throw way offline. It'll be an E5 to score 1 more. And that will clear the bases.
Score decision, E5.
So now there is a runner on second base with Connor Jacadis coming up to the plate now. Score currently 3-0 Griffith Generals in the top of the first. Cole Hockman has seen 2 errors here just in this one frame. And that one is going to get blooped out to center field. Upperman looks like he's under it. He will make the grab. Runner does not tag. And that will give us our second out of the evening. This will bring up 19, Alexander Clark. Alexander Clark is the DH for today. And Clark, here comes the first pitch. And it is going to be a pass ball to the backstop to move Fremian over to third. And the count now 1-0 for Alex Clark. And that one will be a grounder over to Rygoza at second base. Scoops it up, makes the throw, and it is in time. And that will retire the side. Griffith General score 3 on an error. And when we come back, it's more Oilmen baseball here on Region Sports Network.
Crushing. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost premium meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
Defensive alignment for the Generals from left to right is Fremian, Buckley, Bendis. Third to first is Amanes, Mangano, Delaria, and Svelbar. Behind the dish is Jerkadis, and on the mound is number 16, Luke Fasseth, in his second year in the Northern League. He has given up 6 hits and 4 earned runs in his 6 innings pitched so far. He has an 0-1 record. Last time he was up on the bump was against the Elkhart County Miracle, gave up 4 runs in the first 2 innings and kept him quiet for the final 4. This will bring up Nick Upperman, usually wearing number 40, but in today's red, white, and blue, he will be wearing number 2. I do not believe there are any other number changes on the Oilmen other than that. And the Oilmen look to get those 3 early runs back as Upperman sees strike 1. Nick Upperman currently leading the league in quality at-bats. Behind him is Luis Termero and Kamari Thomas, as he will see that one on the outside corner for strike 2. Nick Upperman tied for first in the league in hits with 9. He is 5th in the league in RBIs with 5. And he will see ball on the outside. Nick Upperman 2nd in the league in slugging percentage. 3rd in the league in on-base percentage. Moral of the story is Nick Upperman is good at baseball. The 1-2. Inside. Pitch looked good. It'll even up the count. Nick Upperman leads the league in doubles, tied with Ryan Groberski with 4. And that one will get ripped foul. No defensive shifts for Nick Upperman as he fouls that one back to the backstop, and we will do the 2-2 again. There's been 6 pitches just on this first batter. After about 50 pitches, Luke Fasseth really starts to feel that fatigue and slows down. And he will see that one over his head, buzz the tower a little bit. Count goes full. And here's the full count pitch, and it is a shot into right field. Right fielder didn't have to move much. Bendis makes the grab, and that will retire the first batter to bring up number 16, Kamari Thomas. Kamari Thomas currently with a .353 average on the year. Out of Michigan State University, the Chicago, Illinois native stands at 5'8". And that'll be a ball inside. And that's going to be a blooper right over to the first baseman. He makes the grab. And quickly we see 2 outs here. Drew Church is another D1 sophomore. Learned recently from Drew Church that he had an offer to go to my alma mater, Indiana State University. Decided to go where the money is. And I can confidently tell you, as a student of Indiana State University, we probably didn't have much money to give him. So he decided to go to Eastern Illinois University. And he will wear that pitch and move on to first base, and we get our first base runner of the evening.
Now batting for the Oilmen, number 7, Cole Hockman.
This brings Cole Hockman, number 7, out of John Carroll University. Chicago native is currently batting .429. That is 9 for 21 this season. And that is going to be a shot in the exact same spot in right field. Right fielder is under it. Bendis makes the grab, and that retires the side after 1 inning of baseball. The Griffith Generals lead your Northwest Indiana Oilmen 3-0. We'll be back with the second inning on the Region Sports Network.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
Wait! Let me help! Land of Frost! Premium meat! Delicious! And no byproducts!
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay.
Whee!
Make the smart choice. Land Frost Premium Meat.
Welcome back to Oil City Stadium. Noah Grimes threw 1-2 pitches in that first inning, looking at the short end and we'll start to Noah Grimes head before he had a bit slow of a first inning, really locked it in. Going from the sixth. So we hope to see more of the here in this game. Delario is going to come to the plate. So DJ Delario, I do believe, is making his general debut today. Not a name I've heard previously in the league at all. And he takes the left hand box, and here we go. And that'll be ball low. We'll see that one inside corner for a strike. Splitter caught in hands there. Brian kicks, delivers. Strike outside corner. Count goes 2-2. Delario starting to recognize that the lead strike zone is typically a bit wider than the other typical baseball strike zone. And that one will be outside. Fill up the count. The payoff. Swing and a miss. Down he goes. Grimes finally that strikeout, and we are off and rolling. Philip comes up 4. Griffith Generals 1 for so far on the season. His one hit being a single. And that'll be a ball outside. And that'll be a ball. And that is popped up over in Nick under the ball. Takes the grab and that records out. We're to the top lineup. Cam Buck on the day pops out and foul territory to the third base. He will back and minute down strike one. Here you go, one. Swing and a miss. If you've ever wondered if a stadium of people all trying to click at the same time work when you're not, the answer is no. As down goes Bucky by the way of the day, and no runs and no hits on 12 pitches is crying out. We're back with more oil bats here on Reed Sports Network.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We're looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work in return to get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
We don't go to the office. We build it. This is a room with workers 95 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed customers' expectations. We provide skilled, trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. When you hire a worker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or iWorkers395.com.
Welcome back to Oil City Stadium. Luke Fassett is currently on has 13 pitches in that first inning of work. Very strong start for Fassett. And here come the Oilmen. Luis Romero currently up. Luis Romero, the catcher at Coastal Bend College. He is a Florida native. If you've ever wondered, why would somebody from Florida come to Northwest Indiana? Well, it's because we just have that good recruiting here with Northwest Indiana Oil. And you think head coach Mike Captain for that. Romero, very strong hitter, currently 8-16. That's a 500 average. And we'll see that beautiful slider in the zone for strike one. And that'll get fouled back over the spot. Count is now even at 2. Romero has a bit of a shoe pad malfunction there. That foot padding is way more necessary than you would think if you catch a mean 6 or a slider right off that foot. Luis Romero actually fouled one off his foot on the Oilmen were cart. So I'm sure it's definitely paired out it now. His ground sort of bobble that one. The throw may be in time. It is of the and he is out. By Amana over third to recover from that one. That will record the first of the bottom of the second. And it'll bring up Ryan Gursky. Gursky tied first in the league with doubles. Doubles the Oilmen need right now. One out here in the bottom of the second. Fast and delivers and outside on the first one. Grorsky, right? She is a Lock Point, Illinois native. Currently 2-1. If you ever wondered where Lockport, Illinois is, take 94 for an incredibly long time. Past Tennessee Park. It's actually you'll hit it just before Plainfield. So he makes a pretty hefty trip to get out of these games. And now is popped straight back over the press box, and we will see another full count. Big swing and miss, and down goes Groves by way of the swing K, and that'll bring up 33. Hobbs done. Hobbs done, average of 6'6" from Cumberland University. Currently batting 300. And he will see a strike on the outside corner. If you ever wondered what Hobbs done is like, and he is filled with stories. Every time I ever talk to Hobbs done, he talks a lot about experiences he had on different teams. He's been with Northern for a while now. That'll be in the dirt. Counting at 2-1. Hobbs now finds himself in hitters count. Oilmen still back by 3. And that's going to be a ground ball over to the shortstop. He'll bobble that one. He still makes the grab. The throw will be well offline. That'll still go in the books as an infield single as he got there long before the throw did. So Nick Manano gets lucky and does not get the air. The situation more stressful for the Generals as Kevin Garnica comes up to the dish in the 8-hole with Hobbs done out first. Again, Garnica currently in the portal for any school looking for a new infielder. And then out into right field. It looks like it's in fair territory, and it's going to drop just foul. For that ball even dropped, Hobbs was well around second base. If it did land in fair territory, it pretty much guaranteed Hobbs would have made it at home. Not in the same location. This time it looks like fair territory. The right gets under it and makes the grab, and now retire the side. After 2 innings of play, Northwest and Northwest Indiana Oilmen trail Griffith General by 3. We'll be back with Orlando Frost right for this break on Region Sports Network.
You guys are crushed. See how
there's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We're looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work in return to get a good paycheck, good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
This is recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's
Welcome to Oil City Stadium. The Griffith Generals with 3 runs on 2 hits so far in this game. The Oilmen have only put up 1 hit against the very strong starter Facet. Down to second 6. Beginning the 3rd inning. 3rd inning of Oilmen baseball brought to you by Land Frost. You need 3 things to do, and 2 of them are red, and 1 of them should be Land Frost lunch meat. Wholesome their premium meat mixed perfectly with ingredients. Pick them up at your local grocery store today. Nick Mangano. First pitch is well over at third. Nice line drive to left. It's a lead-off single. No runs his red shirt freshman year, Linwood. Winston Township High School. Yeah, going to be fouled away. I want to call strike out to with no out. Grinds. Kicks. Delivers. Fouled. will get over, will land in foul territory. Is a now one. Coach Jake for the Griffith just something to say about that. Svel are the first base, currently 1-for-1 on the day. Single or to right. We'll do 2 again, and Ron takes it off. And then we ball high and a stolen base if I've ever seen one. And Gano took off. A beautiful jump. The 1-2 is trying to go to Church. Second, he bobbles it over there, and he will decide not to throw into the book as an error. So a lot of errors going on in the field today. It'll be Mendes, right fielder, who doesn't have a official last so far today. He walked his last time up. No one else on the corners. First pitch outside ball 1. And that one is laced out to field. Thomas dives and makes the grab. Runner tags from third. The throw will not be on target. But what an amazing grab by Thomas. Has a set fly, pulled back from first. And this will bring back Premian 39. Will attempt to pick off to Svelbar. Score currently 4-0. Griffith Generals early on this game as that one is over the left side. Top of the third inning. And the first time that Oilmen have rolled by this much this season. checks from Freeman. And here comes the one. Outside ball 2. Here's the 2-1. It's a ground ball over Hockman at third. He scoops it up, looking for the play. Oh, and he saved it first. Goes in the books of fielder's choice, not a hit. So moves over to first now with 2 outs. It'll be hard to pay us over on a with a line out to center field. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Crimes 14 pitches in this inning. Big swing and a miss, and Crimes head early in the count. Pitch is a ball from me and almost took off. Romero had an opportunity to pick him off, but I did not to throw. And that one is shot out to shallow center field. Goza jumps in, is unable to make the grab, and will be a single out to center. Now we have 2 runners on base with 2 out here in the top of the third. Brings up Alexander Clark. Are currently 1 on the day. Stand so far on the stamp book, this should be generally due. That was ripped out deep right field. It's going to fall all the way to the wall. It will walk the wall, and that is a ground rule double. And that brings the score to 5 on 5 hits for Generals. Now in scoring position would be Delaria. Price. Strike one on the outside corner. And that'll be a ball. Fell off the backside. After carried on third and Lawrence with 2 outs, a doer moment here for the Northwest Indiana, really needing this better way to have some sort of fun chance to get the rest of the nice hand over. Oh, check. No, he didn't. Now go to and that one is the looking A. Nine's finally put on 3 batters, but not before 2 runs on 3 hits. And Oilmen and field. We got the bottom land for us here on Green Sports Network.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofer Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work in return they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a true room with Iron Workers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide free workforce, as well as other certification for your training program. Every time you hire an Iron Worker Local 395, you feel confident that you are highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free and apprentices take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
We bring you back back to the bottom of the third inning here at Oil Stadium between your Northwest Indiana Oilmen and visiting Griffith General for their first battle of the season. Griffith Generals currently lead 5-0 as they have 5 hits to the Oilmen 1. Due up at the 1-2 line where go hit his first AB of the night. We'll bring it to the top following him will be Maury Thomas. And bottom of third action is the back. As Ryan goes, the second baseman takes ball 1 low. Ryan goes currently 1 for 3 on the season so far. This will be his third game play this year as he sees ball 2. Alonzo Ryan goes out of South Suburban College. Chicago native, 6'1". And here comes the 3-0. It is low for ball 4, and 4 quick pitches. Run goes heads over first, bring up Nick Upperman. Upperman is currently over 1 with fly to the center. Upperman, the center fielder for today, as he sees strike 1 in that bottom outside corner. The final game 5 has kicked off. Panthers and Oilers tied at 2 on the series. Luke Fassett with the ball. Send a run over to second. Now right goes a move to scoring position for a very strong Upperman hitter. May be able to start moving here for NWI. The one is cracked high in shallow right field. Tech from second. He decides to go. The third will not be in time. now the runner will move over to third for Kamari Thomas to go for one on the ground to first. I'll see the first inside ball slurs a little bit too much. And that one will be another ball as well. Count now 3-0. We are 42 pitches in, and fast at third to show some signs of slowing down in the bottom of the third. Ten pitches in, he recorded one at the run has moved over to third, and that one is going to be a walk. Put runners on the corners to D1 shortstop Church. I will give him the award for the walk-up song. And that was a stolen base on that. I do believe it was a ball, if I'm correct. So now two in scoring position. And breaking ball for strike. Have not seen a lot of fastball from Luke Fessett. Oilmen hitters may be able to start reading his pitches a little bit better. That's going to be fastball outside. Not a lot of heat. Fastballs. Final in the zone. That's when you're going to want. And that'll be three. Give Church a hitter's count for runners in scoring position. And this is the opportunity to make their opening statement. And the wind starts to die down a very light breeze from third to first. And that will be fouled off to fill up the count. Now full count through Church. Here's the pitch. Dribbled over to the third baseman. It will score This is the second out, but it goes in the books. It's an RBI. So you can't be too upset, but Kamari Thomas stayed over there at second. So you don't have a runner in scoring position, but not in most ideal location, but it'll be Cole Hockman coming to the edge. Over one day with a fly out to right. And first pitch well over the head of Hockman. Thomas is playing 9 games over there at second base, acting like he's going to take off. Keep a very hefty eye on him. That'll be another ball outside. Kamar just trying to get into the head of on the mound. Be a strike in there. Count goes 2-1 now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. For with quality bats. And that one there for strike 2. Is second in the league for RBI. Cole Hockman. Outside. Count goes 3-2. And that rolled over just past the second baseman's head. Kamari Thomas with a lot of heat, wraps third, and that will be an RBI single to make the score 5-2. Luis Termero over one so far on the day, grounded down to the third. The Oilmen have begun their little rally here. Robert takes on, swinging strike. So one, it is cracked out into left, and they're going to make the call and head over home. The throw is going to off the line, and that is another RBI single. And score of 5-3. Groberski ways to on first base. Have left most likely to pick up at first. Swinging a miss, one. Ball to even it up. Looked like it was low. Off speed, a bit high. Groberski tried to pull it. And count goes 1-2. That will be a ball out, even the count. And now a looking strike 3, and now goes Groberski. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors on 30 pitches in the bottom of that third inning. The score goes 5-3. We'll be back with more Oilmen baseball here on the Region Sport Network.
See how 8 grams of protein and land of rust premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted, bread, cheese.
Smart choice. Blend of premium meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We're looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day to work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job. This is a career. If you're willing to put time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
These days, it's recommended to keep your circle on.
Oil Stadium. It's the top for the inning. Due up is Philip Amanes. Noah Kranz, 57 pitches in and 3 innings of work. Curious to see if we get any bullpen action around this time. Now that the Oilmen are finally climbing their way back. We cannot really afford to give any more run. The protest was offline, and now they're going to bring it all the way back. Philip Mon is coming into the right-handed batter's box. 0 for 1 on the day. He allowed the center his last time up. That's going to go as a strike. There's the one. It is Drew over head and Upperman looks up. It'll be Thomas who scoops it. And that line drive is give the Generals a lead off single. And that brings us back. Cam Bucky, his third plate appearance of the day. To pop and strike all pieces of ground out. What the heck? At first, very close. Not pitch is a ball. We're keeping a close eye on him over first. Feeder for today. We'll take that one by pitch and run. Bringing up the shortstop, Nick Mangano, who's 1 for 2 on the day. Mangano came into the game with the 200 average. So far, he has reached on an air. And he's singled on a line drive to the left. He has hit 2 line drives in his first 2 plate appearances. hear this at. I'm not sure what all of the holdup is. But Nick Mangano is in the box and ready to go. Cron and deliver. Strike on the outside corner. The 0-1. Down, even up. Crime is 64 pitches in. Definitely signs of slowing down. And that one is drilled out to the left. It will land fair and roll all the way to the ball. That should score two. He heads over to the throw home. In time. Tag in time. He's out. In the books as a hit, and it scores 1. But Thomas made a beautiful throw from left field. Now the score is 6-3 Generals. Only one out on the board and in scoring position from Marcel Bar, who's 1-2-1. That is a ball on end. One was fouled back. Here comes one outside ball. And we strike. That one is well in there. No question about it. Count goes to 2. Kick and deliver. Takes off. It's a line over second. to short. Drew Church make the double play. And time side. The only way to ensure you can throw that hard with orthopedics performance out there to help them complete recovery to be your best. See that double play sponsored by Orthopedics, and we will be back for the bottom of the fourth inning here on Region Sports Network.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job. This is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
We built it. This is a truism with iron workers local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an iron worker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained.
And the Oilmen came into this game trying to chase a 10-0 start as that one is drilled. Kamari Thomas, another sliding grab. Market is number 3 on the day, and 7 pitches in. That retires the top of the 6th inning. The Oilmen come back to bat and battle for that lead back when we come back on the Region Sports Network.
Crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning here in Oil City Stadium. And we are ready to get things underway. It is a brand new pitcher on the mound in Brendan Smith, who has an 0-1 record with his 5 innings pitched so far this year. Has given up 5 hits, 3 runs, only 2 of them earned, but he's walked 6, which is definitely to be concerned about. It's Gavin Garnica to get things started here for your Northwest Indiana Oilmen, down by 2. Kicks, delivers, sees strike 1. And that's going to be a grounder over to the second baseman. The throw is in time. And 2 pitches in, we've recorded the first out. This will bring up Alonzo Rygoza. The second baseman has not recorded an official at-bat so far today with 2 walks. And here's Rygoza's first pitch, and it is fouled off on the right. Here comes the 0-1. It is drilled right up the middle on the broken bat. Shortstop picks it up, makes the play. Very good play by Nick Mangano out there at short. And here comes number 2, Nick Upperman, who's 0 for 3 on the day. Nick Upperman from St. Petersburg College. Here's the 0-1. Outside for a ball. Big swing and a miss. Count goes 1-2. Only 7 pitches into the bottom of the 6th. And the Oilmen are facing a possible early jump over to 7th. And here's the 2-2. In the zone, called strike 3. And that will retire the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, and no errors. A very quick 6th inning. And when we come back, it's the top of the 7th here on Region Sports Network.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
Wait! Let me help! Lando Frost! Premium meat! Delicious! And no byproducts!
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay.
Whee!
Make the smart choice. Lando Frost Premium.
7th inning of Oilman Baseball brought to you by Laborers Local 41, currently representing 1,200 members who work in the construction industry in the Northwest Indiana area. They are the fastest growing union of construction workers and one of the most diverse and influential unions representing public service employees. For more information, visit laborers41.com. And we will see Miles Felbar 1 for 3 on the day. The first baseman will lead off for the Griffith Generals, who are currently up by 2. And that one will be a liner right up the middle. And the leadoff runner will get on base.
Now batting for the Generals, number 24, Owen Bendis.
Owen Bendis currently 0 for 1 on the day. Right fielder has not had a ton of action so far at the plate as he fouls that one off on the left side. He has a walk, a sac fly, and a ground ball, but reached on an error. A lot of errors today. More than the usual for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen. And that one's in there for a strike. That's a ball in the dirt. Count goes 1-2. The 1-2 is grounded over to the first baseman. It's possible they turn 2, and they will not. They will get the fielder's choice. So Bendis makes it over to first, and that will bring up Fremian, who's 1 for 3.
Now batting for the Generals, number 39, Will Fremian.
Will Fremian 1 for 3 on the day with a single, a ground out, and a fly out. First pitch, fouled off on the right side. Buchholz 7 pitches into this inning, kicks, delivers. On the outside corner, strike 2. Big swing and a miss. And Fremian falls to the K. Ball in the dirt. Bendis did not go. Termero was ready for it. And here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Aaron Buchholz features 3 pitches, the classic fastball, curveball, and changeup. And that's on the outside corner as well for another strike. Count goes 1-2 with a runner on first. And there's the pitch. It's in the dirt. And runner goes, and he will make it there. So we now see a 2-2 count with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. The pitch. High and away, fills it up. And that's drilled hard out into left center field. Upperman makes the grab and retires the side. No runs here. When we come back, it's more Oilman bats here on the Region Sports Network.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an ironworker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
We bring you to the bottom of the 7th inning after the stretch here in beautiful Oil City. Kamari Thomas will be the leadoff hitter. Your Oilmen are down by 2, desperate to get back in this game. 5 hits and 4 runs is lower than the typical Oilmen numbers that we see, but the Griffith Generals have stayed strong in this game with 6 runs off of 9 hits and only 1 error out in the field compared to the Oilmen's 4, and that may have been the difference in this very game. Brendan Smith, 9 pitches in that first inning of work, and we see him back on the bump now. And we are ready to get things back underway as the sun sets on Oil City. Kamari Thomas is 0 for 1 on the day. Grounded out to the first baseman his first time up, has walked twice since then. A walk would not be too much to complain about at this point, as anything to get a player across the plate will do. Shows bunt, pulls back, it's a ball. They appeal, he says no. So ball 1, it's a 1-0. Called strike 1. And that one will be low for a ball. Kamari Thomas, if you've heard his name a ton in this game, it's because he's made 3 sliding grabs out there in left field, has been a big defensive player. Oh, called strike 3. Kamari Thomas goes down 0 for 2 on the day. And this will bring up Drew Church, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Usually when bats have been this slow for the Oilmen, you expect some subs to come in at this point. And Drew Church has only reached once today, and that was because of a hit by pitch. That one will be in there for strike 1. Beautiful curveball found the zone. That one will find the bottom of the zone for strike 2. Church came into this game batting .357. And here comes the 1-2. Inside, called a ball. Drew wanted to pull it. Probably a good idea for him to lay off of that one. And that one is popped straight up into the air. It's high in shallow right field. Bendis is under it and makes the grab to retire the second batter.
Now batting for Oilmen, number 7, Cole Hockman.
This brings up number 7, Cole Hockman, who's 1 for 3 so far on the day. He has flown out to right field. His second time up was a single on a line drive to center, and the last time we saw him, he reached third base on a bunt. Pitcher steps off. And his first pitch is swung on and missed. Fastball outside the zone. Here's the 0-1. Inside. So now the count 1-1 with 2 outs on Cole Hockman. Oh, and he hacked at that one. In the words of former MLB player Trevor Bauer, sword. Here comes the 1-2. That one is dribbled down the third base line. Third baseman picks it up. The throw. Offline. It'll go into the books as an E5, and Cole Hockman has reached twice today on an error.
Scorer's decision, E5.
So that'll put Cole Hockman at second base. Luis Termero will be up.
Number 12, Luis Termero.
Luis Termero is currently 1 for 3 on the day. His second time up, he singled on a ground ball to left. Has grounded out and lined out other than that. Now the tying run at the plate. Here in the bottom of the 7th, and a do-or-die moment for the Oilmen. First pitch. Outside, ball 1. Beautiful take. And that one is a ball outside. Very scary to pitch in a situation like this. And that's going to be a ball inside. You're always scared to put a pitch in the zone because you know at some point somebody's going to swing at it. And if that ball gets carried, the game is tied. It's now 3-0, and it is fouled back directly into the netting. Now a hitter's count with 2 outs and a runner on second. Strike in the zone. Beautiful curve. Touch that outside corner. Count goes full. And that pitch hits him, so he will reach first on a hit by pitch to put 2 on. This brings up 27 Ryan Groberski, 1 for 3 on the day, 2 strikeouts and a single to left field. With 2 outs now, this is a very big moment with the tying run on first base as that one is swung on and missed. Wind starting to pick up, blowing from center to right, and that's a beautiful strike. Got in the zone. Here's the 0-2. High and away for a ball. Letting him see the pitch high, probably going back down to the bottom of the zone on this next pitch. Wouldn't be too surprised if it was just a nice little fastball. Just right down by the knees. Here it comes. Drilled into left field. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Runner's going. He might get caught over at third. He will not. It's a double. And the only way to ensure you can run that fast is with Midwest Orthopedics. Elite and everyday performers trust their physicians to help them make a fast, complete recovery. To be your best, see the best. Double sponsored by Midwest Orthopedics. It's a run game. As head coach of the General, Jake Hunt makes a trip over to the mound. Let's have a team meeting about strategy here. As now Termero on third and Groberski on second. Termero representing the game-tying run out there on third. The batter due up is 33, Hobbs done. Not sure if that's actually who we're getting here. That looks to me like it's Max Miller. So we will get a pinch hitter in Max Miller. I doubt he will be playing right field, because he's usually a catcher, but Hobbs Dunn was out in right field, so I'm curious to see how that plays out. Possible defensive switches coming here, and I have noticed a 20. That is still a 20 on deck, so Gavin Garnica still due on deck, but 2 outs here. Max Miller hasn't seen a swing yet today. We'll take ball 1 outside with the go-ahead run on second here in the bottom of the 7th. We've been toying with some names for Max Miller. My first decision was Max Force. That was my first option for Max's nickname. In my head, whenever I read Max, my brain just goes Maximilian, which, especially since his name is Max Miller, like we could just say like Maximilian. And that one swung on and missed for strike 1. Yeah. Let me know what you think. What should Max's nickname be? And here's the 2-1. Oh, swung on and missed. He wanted every piece of that one. That was probably the best pitch he's going to see the at-bat. Now the count goes even with 2 outs and 2 in scoring position. Wind's starting to pick up. It's still a little gusty, but not too strong, going from left to right. The 2-2. Fouled off. And we'll do it all again. And here comes the next 2-2. It's outside, and it'll fill up the count. Big moment here with a full count, 2 outs. And the tying run on third with the go-ahead on second. Max Miller, this is a difficult situation to come into as a pinch hitter. There's the pitch. Outside, and it'll load him up. Loads up the bases with 2 outs, down by 1. Big moment here for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen. It's number 20, Gavin Garnica, who has not yet had a successful day. He has flown out twice and grounded out. And we will see a pinch runner. It looks like a number 5 on the jersey.
Pinch running for the Oilmen, number 5, Sam Nigro.
And that should be Sam Nigro. So now a pinch runner out at first. That would make sense. So that'll be the only time you see Max today, just for that one at-bat. And he drew that walk very well, as Gavin Garnica takes a ball high and away to start the at-bat. Here comes the 1-0. Down in the zone for ball 2. Good call by the umpire and a beautiful take by Garnica. And there is a ball outside. 3-0. Another ball would tie the game. 35 pitches just in this inning from Brendan Smith. His previous inning, only 9. With 2 outs, strike 1 on the outside corner. Hard not to take a pitch like that. And that's a ball 4. Tie game here at Oil City Stadium. And this will bring up a pinch hitter, number 9, Ricky Robinson. We have yet to see Ricky Robinson today, but we have seen him plenty of times already this season. Ricky Robinson out of Kaskaskia College is a Plainfield, Illinois native, standing at 5'8". And the go-ahead run is on third with bases loaded and 2 outs as he sees strike 1 right down the pipe. Brendan Smith had such a strong first inning of work, and it all fell apart. And that one is fouled back into the netting. Quickly behind 0-2 now, tied with 2 outs. Lots of energy here at beautiful Oil City Stadium. The sun is completely gone. The BP refinery is lit, and it's a beautiful drop for what could be a beautiful moment. Outside, ball 1. No hefty leads out there on base. Nothing too crazy. Here's the 1-2. High for ball 2. The 2-2 outside, and the count is full. The energy is electric. It's a full count with 2 outs, bases loaded in a tie game here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Oh. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. We leave the 7th inning tied at 6. 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error on a 43-pitch inning from Brendan Smith. We'll be back with Tide Oilman Baseball here on the Region Sports Network.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
Welcome back to beautiful Oil City Stadium. What a game it has been so far. We take you into the 8th inning in a tie ball game in the first matchup of the season between the Griffith Generals and your Northwest Indiana Oilmen. 6 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors for the Griffith Generals. A little bit different on the other side of the board for the Oilmen. 6 runs on 6 hits and 4 errors. Sloppy pitching took the Griffith Generals down a hill, and 2 easy run score for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen in the bottom of the 7th to tie it. And now we have a brand new pitcher in Andrew Jimenez. I'm out here trying to guess his first name. It's sitting right in front of me. Not a lot of information on Andrew Jimenez. He has pitched for us once before. Pitched 3.2 innings in his 1 game played. In those 3.2 innings, he only pitched 48 pitches. Very good numbers. And the throw down to second signifies the resumption of Oilman baseball. And we are ready to get back to it. Alex Clark will lead off, 2 for 3 so far on the day. Quick little conversation between Termero and Jimenez. So Ricky Robinson has taken over at second base. Sam Nigro is out there in right. And he will see a ball outside to get the 8th inning started. Clark has had an interesting day so far. Grounded out his first time up. He had a double to right center field right after that. And his most previous time was a single in the field to the second baseman. Swinging bunt goes back to Jimenez. The throw to first is in time. And that records the first out of the 8th inning. Only 2 pitches in. Now DJ Delaria, the second baseman, is 0 for 3 on the day, batting in the 8 hole. Big swing and a miss. And that one will be a ball in the dirt. Count goes even at 1. That one will find the zone. Count goes 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Outside, evens it up. Delaria so far today, 2 strikeouts and a pop out to Drew Church out at short. Here's the 2-2. Outside, fills it up. The payoff outside, and he walks him. And now the go-ahead run for the Generals is on first base with one out in the hands of Philip Amanes.
Now back to the Generals, number 3, Philip Amanes.
Philip Amanes 1 for 3 on the day. The third baseman batting in the 9 hole as he sees strike one across the plate. Let's take a look at Delaria's lead out there at first. Not too big. And that one is low for a ball. So it doesn't look like Delaria has any intention of taking second. Not sure how fast of a runner he is. And here comes the 1-1. Ground ball over to the third baseman. Hockman going to turn 2, and it's an overthrow, E5. And now there is a runner in scoring position. And this will bring up a pinch hitter. And Josh Nobrega. Josh Nobrega, the center fielder, pinch hitting today as he sees ball one outside.
Now back to the Generals, number 6, Josh Nobrega.
It's now a 1-0 count. Go-ahead run in scoring position. That ball is low. Count goes 2-0. Very close game. And that one's going to get hacked foul. That was a fastball right down the middle. And that's the best pitch you're going to see the whole at-bat. And Jimenez is not going to let that happen again. That's a strike. And the count goes even at 2. A strikeout here would be absolutely massive. Here's the 2-2. It is in the dirt. Runners are going. And they're going to catch him in a rundown. And no, they will not. It'll be a stolen base. So now 2 in scoring position in a tie game with 1 out. And the count is full to the pinch hitter, Nobrega. Nobrega replacing the 1-hole hitter. So on deck should be Nick Mangano. Here's the 3-2. And it is in the dirt, and the bases are loaded with 1 out in a tie ball game.
Now back to the Generals, number 5, Nick Mangano.
So Nick Mangano is 2 for 4 on the day. He has 2 hits on a line, single and a double. All four of his at-bats, he's made contact. They've just been line drives. And he will swing and miss at the first fastball. And that's going to be a ground ball right up the middle, and that will score 1. It looks like it's going to score 2. The throw from home, it's in time, but it's in between the legs of Termero. So now the score is 8-6. Griffith Generals have the lead, and it's Miles Felbar. He's 2 for 4 so far on the day. And he will see strike one. Oilmen put in a lot of work in the bottom of the 7th to cut down that 2-run deficit and eventually tie the game. And now right back in the top of the 8th, the Generals have taken it back. And that's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Now an 0-2 count. 2 in scoring position. The 0-2 swing, and it's down over by first base. He'll throw home the tag in time. Fielder's choice, not a hit. Great play by Garnica to go home. And now we'll have runners on the corners with 2 outs. Mangano on third, Felbar on first, and it's Owen Bendis who's 0 for 2 on the day. He has a walk, and he hit into an error. But other than that, he had a sac fly, and he grounded into a fielder's choice his last time up. And he will drill that one foul on the right side. Got every piece of the ball just a nanosecond too early. And he broke the bat with that one. He's going to need to go find another one. And even when they're losing, the Oilmen fans know how to have a sense of humor. In the words of our best superfan, Mike Jones, you're going to need a handle on that. Mike Jones makes a lot of jokes, but I think that's the one. That one tops it all. So now an 0-1 count. There's the pitch. It's fouled back. (0-2) count with 2 outs. Big moment here for Andrew Jimenez. Oh, and he's going to catch him. He's going to catch a runner and a run down at third. Catch him stealing. He's throwing down to third, and now he goes from third to home. The tag. Got him off the baseline, and he's caught stealing to retire the top of the 8th inning. When we come back, the Oilmen need those 2 runs back here on the Region Sports Network.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
Wait! Let me help! Lando Frost! Premium meat! Delicious! And no byproducts!
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay.
Whee!
Make the smart choice. Lando Frost Premium.
Bottom of the 8th inning. The Oilmen down by 2. Brendan Smith threw a lot of pitches in that 2nd inning, and he's still back on the bump in his 3rd inning of work here. Due up, it's the top of the order for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen. Number 2, Upperman, followed by Thomas and Church. The Oilmen made a big 2-run comeback in the bottom of the 7th and gave it right back up in the top of the 8th. And now we bring you to the bottom of the 8th. A lot of hope in the eyes of Oilmen fans here at beautiful Oil City Stadium in Whiting, Indiana. If you're just now tuning in, you've come at the perfect moment. Thank you for tuning into the broadcast. My name is Seth Berquist. Happy to give you anything Oilmen baseball. And we will lead things off with number 2, Nick Upperman. Upperman is 0 for 4 on the day. I'm a little surprised that he has not been subbed out at this point. Well, he's been a strong leadoff hitter for the Oilmen so far this season. He's flew out 3 times already today, and his last time up was a K. And he will foul back a bunt to get things started. Tried to catch him off guard with the surprise bunt. Now he knows he can't really surprise him with it anymore, but he's brought in Amanez at third, pretty deep in on that corner. So a big swing over his head would cover a lot of ground, and that's going to be a ball outside. And that one finds the zone for strike 2. Upperman came into this game the league leader in doubles. I believe he may have been passed in this game today. And that one evens up the count at 2. Brendan Smith has reached 56 pitches. And here comes the 2-2. Fouled off, and we'll do it again. Big swing and a miss, and down he goes. Upperman goes 0 for 5 on the day, and this will bring up Kamari Thomas. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a strikeout. He's walked twice since, though he seems to be seeing the ball well. His first pitch is a fastball right down the pipe for strike 1. The sun is officially completely gone here in Whiting, Indiana. That BP backdrop lit up beautifully for this Whiting game as that ball is inside for 2-1 now. That one's in the zone, strike 2. That one's hard to take. That was a fastball, and it looked like it was coming in right down the middle. That one is a grounder over to the first baseman. He's going to bobble it a tad. The throw over to the pitcher's not in time. It's an infield single. And the Oil City crowd getting rowdy as the game-tying run approaches the plate in Drew Church, who's 0 for 3 on the day. Church was hit by a pitch his first time up, but since then has grounded out, lined out, and flew out. One out. Thomas is on first base here in the bottom of the 8th inning. He's going to check over at first. Unsuccessful. And we got a bit of an equipment malfunction here with Kamari Thomas on first base. I think he had an untied cleat. Always check to make sure your shoes are tied, folks. As serious as this moment is in this baseball game, I would like to remind you, double check your shoes right now. If you're wearing shoes right now, look down, make sure they're tied. I'll do it myself. Here we go. Jovi Savalio doesn't have laces like a weirdo. Neither does Rob Cassiano. Am I the only one in this press box with laces right now? You guys are weird. The 0-1 is fouled back. I'm getting swarmed by laceless people. I don't know what else to call it. I'm wearing hiking shoes. Like, it's not even that. I walk a lot, and then Drew Church swings and misses and goes down by the way of the K. Now 2 outs. Still with the game-tying run at the plate. It's Cole Hockman. Cole Hockman's had a plethora of errors today. Out in the field, Cole Hockman not been too great. And that will be a balk. So now Thomas moves on down to second. Cole Hockman hearing the cheers of this Oil City crowd. Curveball just nicked that outside corner. And here comes the 0-1. Outside ball. And Kamari Thomas doing what he does best, and there's some mind games going on with Brendan Smith up there on the bump. This is his third inning of work, and he's thrown 68 pitches. That is a high pitch count, and going into the ninth inning, that's going to be something that we look forward to. As if he gets close into that 80, 90, 100 range, he's going to be easier to hit off of. That one is swung on and missed. The count goes 2-2. The 2-2. Right down the middle. Fastball is a strike 3. Cole Hockman goes down looking. 19 pitches, no runs on 1 hit, no errors out in the field, and we go to the ninth, down by 2 here on the Region Sports Network.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an ironworker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
We are back at Oil City Stadium. It's the 9th inning, something that the Oilmen very rarely see so far in this league. But today they are losing 8-6 going into the top of the 9th, and they have put a brand new pitcher out there on the mound. It's Ryan Hartz. Ryan Hartz is from Webster University. The Chicago, Illinois native is currently standing at 6'2". Currently due up for Griffith is the 4-5-6 hole. So it should be Bendis leading off for the Griffith Generals. We are getting ready to get things underway here in Whiting. And Owen Bendis is going to step into that left-handed box. Quick chat between Termero and Hartz. Are we sure that's Ryan Hartz? That might be Amon Khan. '24 is Amon Khan. Yeah, that is Amon Khan. I had the number wrong this whole time. Nah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Amon Khan, number 24. 2 innings pitched so far in his 2 games played. And he will see a strike on the inside corner. Count goes 1-1. Amon Khan has only given up 1 hit in his 2 innings of work so far. And that's going to be a dribbler right back to the pitcher. Amon picks it up, makes the toss to first, and like it's nothing, we have the first out of the inning.
Now batting for the Generals, number 39, Will Fremian.
So Will Fremian will take the dish now. 1 for 4 on the day so far. A single, a strikeout, a flyout, and a ground out. So he's gotten out in all 3 possible ways. And that'll be a strike. Nice little curveball in the zone. Amon Khan is a St. Louis University student. Big D1 pitcher. Only pitched 1 game for them in February this past season. As that's a ball outside. The last time we saw Amon Khan was a killer against the Elkhart County Miracle, as he sealed the deal for us in a 21-4 victory. Here's the 2-1. And it is popped straight back, just over the press box. And the count goes 2-2. No defensive movement, really. Cole Hockman playing a little bit further in than the rest of the infield. Everybody else pretty close out there to the grass. And here comes the 2-2. Fouled back, they'll do it again. Amon Khan really locked in here. And he's not going to like that ball very much. He's going to say, please give me a new ball. This one is bad. Here's the 2-2. Driven high and deep out into left field. Kamari Thomas gets a beat on it and makes the grab for the second out of the inning. Fremian made a very big hit into nothing. So much contact as now we see Connor Jerkadis. The catcher is currently 1 for 4, a line out, a single, a strikeout, and a fly out. That one's going to be outside for ball 1. Amon Khan 10 pitches in so far. Chicago, Illinois native is 6'6", as that one finds the zone for strike 1. Recap of the defensive alignment from left to right is Thomas, Upperman, Nigro. From third to first is Hockman, Church, Robinson, and Garnica. That one finds the zone. Count goes 1-2. Amon Khan is the 4th pitcher that the Oilmen have put out there on the bump so far in this game. And that one is ripped straight out and foul just to the right of the line. If it was fair, Garnica would have picked it up, and that would have retired the top of the 9th. In the zone, called strike 3, inning over. When we come back, the Oilmen need 2 runs to keep this game going here on the Region Sports Network.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
The Griffith Generals with 8 runs on 10 hits, and the Northwest Indiana Oilmen with 6 runs on 7 hits. 2 runs needed from your Oilmen to keep this game alive here in the bottom of the 9th inning here on Region Sports Network. Brendan Smith is 71 pitches into this game, and this is his 4th inning of work now. Due up is Termero, Groberski, and Nigro. At this point in the order, the hitting has not looked so hot from this Oilman team. But we are ready to get things moving. We start with number 12, Luis Termero. Termero is 1 for 3 so far on the day. His first pitch, well outside for ball 1. Seeing it well, reading the speed well. That one is also outside. Count goes 2-0 now. The Oilmen crowd has been very excited the past 3 innings, and now the place is silent. The 2-0 is cracked high into shallow center field. Right fielder calls it, makes the grab, falls to his knees, and that's the first out of the inning. Owen Bendis making a great play out there in right center field, and it brings up number 27, the DH, Ryan Groberski. 2 strikeouts, but he has a single and a double, both to left field. He's been pulling the ball pretty well. He sees the first pitch inside for ball 1. On deck, I see a number 17. And that's going to be a ground ball over to the first baseman. And a little bit of a hop. He still has plenty of time. And we are 1 out away from a general win.
Now batting for Oilmen, number 17, Nate Brumfield.
And this brings up a pitch hitter in Nate Brumfield. Nate Brumfield is a catcher. Here he is pinch hitting just merely for survival, and he swings and misses at that one for strike 1. And he will see that one down the zone for strike 2, and 1 strike away from the Generals claiming victory here today. That one's outside for a ball. That one's going to be high to even it up at 2. Brumfield seeing the pitch as well, it looks like. Garnica in the on-deck circle. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and the game is over. Griffith Generals win 8-6 against the undefeated Northwest Indiana Oilmen, and they have officially made a statement of what they are capable of going forward in the 2025 season. We will be back with more post-game coverage about today's game when we come back here on the Region Sports Network.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
Wait! Let me help! Lando Frost! Premium meat! Delicious! And no byproducts!
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay.
Whee!
Make the smart choice. Lando Frost Premium.
See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost Premium Meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Lando Frost Premium Meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work in return they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
Welcome back to beautiful Oil City Stadium. The final score of today's match, the Griffith Generals 8, your Northwest Indiana Oilmen 6. The deciding factor could go between one of two things. I say personally that it leans a little bit more on Oilmen pitching today. It was a little more lackluster than we see on typical pitching days, especially here in Whiting. They seem to play a lot better here in Whiting as opposed out on the road somewhere. It also could go to errors. The Oilmen put 5 errors on the board as opposed to the Generals 2, and all 5 of those errors, in my opinion, came at very, very crucial moments in the game. So that's your quick summary of what happened today. Well, that brings us to the end of another exciting game here at Oil City Stadium. Tomorrow, your Oilmen face the Hammond Vikings back here at Oil City. First pitch is set for 6:35 p.m. Before we sign off, a huge thank you to our incredible Rob Cassiano for all his hard work in bringing you tonight's broadcast, and to Jovi Savalio for helping me keep up with statistics throughout the game. And, of course, a massive thank you to all of you, the fans, for tuning in and making us a part of your evening. We truly appreciate your support. One final time here in beautiful Whiting, Indiana, the final score of today's match, Griffith Generals 8, Northwest Indiana Oilmen 6. From all of us here in the Oilmen organization, this is Seth Berquist reminding you to create your own extraordinary, and tune in tomorrow on Region Sports Network.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an ironworker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.